It's me, Alan Anderson, with Anderson Estimating Service, and today it's ETU, easy to use software. You know what? I this is amazing. You've got to see this. Okay, you've got to see this. It's this software. Let me get you over there right away. It's amazing. I blow myself away sometimes. So we go to Anderson Estimating Service, go to the videos and downloads, and go down here. And you go to the awesome Backfill Calculator. You can also go to the shrinkage calculator. So here it is. There's a training video below. That'll be up later. This is the shrinkage tool. But it tells you about the Backfill Calculator. So what you do is so we're going to put the project name. We're going to put test project. Because you can actually save this. You can actually and then load it back up. Yeah, it saves a little text file you can save later to load it back up. And oh, it's freaking awesome. And then you can print a report, and the print report is very detailed. Okay, so here's your backfill. This is a standard. This is like the fully loaded detail. So like you could have one that's no existing slope. You're going to have one with an existing slope, but no vertical. There's a whole bunch of different varieties, right? So here's the max. And so these equal these back cut. There's the vertical. The green is the safety slope and the existing slope. If you don't want an existing slope, you put 0 there and it changes the picture. And if you don't want any safety slope, say, okay, I don't want any safety slope. It's all freaking vertical. Okay, so we're going to go back to 1. And you know what? I changed that, but I want it to go back to this. So adjust the data, go back to this. These are standard set in the computer. Backfill 3, vertical 4, safety slope 1-to-1, and existing slope 3-to-1. Those are all set. And then you can put your rock backfill, so how much rock behind the wall. Then you can have a dirt cap. So if you have rock, sometimes they want to put a dirt cap on top of the rock. Well, what if the whole thing was rock? Well, then you wanted to put a dirt cap on that. We got that calculation too. Then your rock calculation, then you can put if you want to put 1.8 or 1.5, and that'll calculate your rock right. And then you can put your dirt cap calculation. Let's put 2-foot cap on this thing. And then, yep. And then so we go do that. So then that's our standard. That's set. We can set whatever standard picture. Remember, we have a whole bunch of them. We can just set. Now, if you look here, it says adjust data because the vertical. See, it says select image does not match. See the X. There's the vertical. So this picture, I have a vertical number, 4-foot vertical, but there's nothing in this picture. So the data doesn't match the picture. So I can adjust the data or I can adjust the picture, right? So, yeah, so there's the back cut. There's one. So see this one, there's no vertical. I have a vertical and there's no existing slope. So if I put this to 0 and I put this to 0, then the thing goes away because it matches. Okay. But today I like this. And I'm going to just do this. All right. So that's our default, project defaults. It's supposed to say it, but my programmer can't get that to be white for some reason. All right, so you could do the entry mode in station mode. So it's in this type of notation, or you could just do a distance. So okay, the first one's at 0, right? So, and then you just put the height of whatever that started at, and then you just go to the next. So it's 100 foot away. It's right. So you just go, can you see that? Let me zoom in on this. See how this works. So here we are. We're putting in let me move this over just a bit. There we go. So you can see the whole data entry. Whoa, don't grab it. Come on, Windows, help me out here. Calgon, take me away. Yeah, I wrote this in like one day. It's amazing what you can do these days. I would be really mad right now if I was a program. I went to school for programming, but anyway, so yeah, because AI takes over. All right, so each one, see, it sets up the default, but you can change, right? You can change it. You have all the same things, all the same image, and it's down here. It's put in an X. Do you want to adjust this to be just that? Or do you want it to go, that's the default. Now you can always, if you had something, if you had something, say if you had it and you go, you know what, forget it, just adjust it back to default. So all these numbers will go back to the default numbers that you set up on the top, okay? And so what you do is you simply just put the distance and the height. 200 feet. And it's 5 foot. And then 50 feet, it's 3 feet. And in 40 feet, and you're just measuring it off the plans. We could probably make an import thing, later on. Maybe we'll put an import button on here. Somebody can import their data from a tablet or something. But that's pretty high. I wasn't even looking. We should make this like 3 feet. Okay, so we got a bunch of data in there, right? Now, this one has backfill quantity. There's the rock in tons. There's the cap, because we have a 2-foot dirt cap. And that just runs this lineal footage. It's 480 feet times the back cut, 3 foot wide, times the whatever the cap thickness is for that distance. And that's how it's coming up with that 72 yards. And it's deducting it from that rock, right? Because that rock doesn't run all the way to the top of the wall anymore because there's a cap. And then the lineal feet. Here's the lineal feet. And this cap quantity is only where there's rock. Lineal feet, that's just the lineal feet of the job. Okay, now you can see this let's zoom back out. Now you could do this in station mode or in distance mode. Now I could hit this button right here and put all rock. And notice the backfill is all gone. Now it's all rock. And the cap has gone way up because we're putting rock all the way across that slope. It's capping all the rock. And then we still have the same lineal footage. Okay? That's that one with the all rock. You can click that on or off. Boom. I'm telling you, I reinvented backfill counts. Now, you know what? I don't want that kind of, I want to do it this one. I want, there is no existing slope. So forget that. And it recalculated everything. So, and it's all rock there. And now reset it back to the default. Now you can have each one can be different. And then now once you get your data in there, and then you could save it. We're just going to save it like that. Save. And now, suppose, let's just refresh. Refresh the screen. That's how you clear it. You're screwed if you refresh and you didn't save it. Sorry. Screw sucks to be you. And then load. And we're going to load this test project. Woohoo! There it is. All the data we entered. There's the default test project, Alan Anderson. It all loads up. All right. And then, of course, it works. I wouldn't be on freaking YouTube saying, hey, bots, look at this. And this is print. And there you can print your wall detail. And it all has all the by station. Now, this one is distance. See, we did this by distance. If we close that report, now we could do this by station. And then we look at that report, and it's all going to be by station. And that's going to have the cap cubic yardage right there. And then you can print this, and there's all the tonnage. And it has all the descriptions down here. We had this in station mode, and it tells you a little bit about how the data was entered. And I'm still working on this part. Pretty damn cool. Now, as far as how many walls, add a wall, add a wall. I don't know. This is the most walls I've ever had. Let me zoom out. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Add a wall. I think you could add a bunch of walls. I don't see any limit to it. Yeah. But you can't delete them because we just don't have anything. It's just senseless. Just don't make a bunch of damn walls. And now these will only be on the printout once you enter. Say we say wall 2. That's the only time that's going to be on that printout, right? So we're going to play 0 plus 0, 0, and the height is 5 foot. Back cut 10 plus 0, 0. Height 7. That's pretty far away. But let's say we're going to put 1500 is the next one at 2 foot. Okay. I mean, you could just put a couple entries in, right? You only need 2 entries to make the volumes. And there's all your volumes. And you can adjust all your stuff. You can adjust this rock. This one could be 3 foot rock. It's different. See, now it's white. It's different. See how it's gray? That means it's the default. And white means you changed it. So this one has a slope and it's calculating all that. Or you can just change the picture. Okay, we're going to adjust the data. I don't have an existing slope in this on this one. And I have a vertical. So yeah, and then and then the vertical could be 2 feet. It could be 4 feet. Or it could be 5 feet. All right. And then you just put those values in there and it calculates it as you're going along. This is on station mode. Yep. There it is. And then you can do it all rock. There's sooner or later there's going to be an image for each one. That's what I'm missing right now. I'm missing the clay one, and then there's a little piece right here that's I call special backfill. And we'll have to look at that with you. But see, this one, selected image and data do not match. There's no back cut, and I have back cut value, and then there's no vertical because I have a vertical value, and there's no vertical on this picture. So they don't match. The data and the picture don't match. So you either adjust the data or adjust the picture. And the way you adjust the picture is you go down here and just put a 1 there. And it should enter. Nope. You either adjust the data or go over and adjust the picture. Just keep going until it erases that. There, that one fits all this. Existing is 0. So if I'd had a 3 here, still, this one should have. Ooh, it didn't, but we'll figure it out. There it is. Ooh, there's a little bug. I love finding the bugs. All right. Well, there it is. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Yeah, so I wish I had this a long time ago. Because really all you're entering is once you get it like a wall set up and the default for that particular wall, you just enter the station or the length and the height. Length, height, length, height, length, height, length, height, length, height. It's that easy. Sweet. Yeah. Have a blessed day. Oh, 14 minutes. I did it. All right.